Diking off these raps that I'm reciting. These niggas don't like me, but I give two fucks about them. And bitches wanna suck my dick, but I can do without them. I love to beat up pussy more than beating up these suckers. I signed with DFP and now these hoes just loving that fuck. Get on in that pussy.
Alright, so J1 with Jump From Productions, one of our newest artists here. What is your name and where are you from?
My name's RAWLO and I'm from South Sacramento, California, Cap City.
So, when did you start rapping or just getting into the music game in general?
Shit, I started writing raps and trying to rehearse them when I was in elementary school. So when I was getting suspended for having cuss words on paper inside my desk. I started getting seriously into it like 10 years ago when I linked up with some childhood friends, Rob Fetty, Overdose Capo, Young Nico. It was probably a little over 10 years ago. We would be taking trips. I'd tag along with them to Hit a Day Records, and we would just sit up in there and just, you know what I mean, just daily shit, smoke hella weed and just fucking write raps and put together songs. Back then we thought we were ahead of our time, you know what I mean, we really had no clue what we would really do down the road.
For sure, is it just you by yourself, or do you have kids, girlfriend, family, wife, you know?
Yeah, for the most part, it's me by myself. As far as rapping, I've been always making my own lane in music and doing my own thing. So as a solo artist, I've never been no part of no group or anything like that. It's just been me solo. And yeah, I have a daughter. She's 2 years old, Leah Annalise, and I have a wife, Christina Woods. And yep, it's just us, man. We're our own unit.
How's it been mixing your music career with your family life?
Shit, it's rough. Mixing music career with family life, it ain't easy at all. When you got a wife and you got a kid at home, it's not easy. I mean, because they expect you to dedicate the majority of your time. They expect you to dedicate as much time to them as the managers and promoters expect you to do shows. Like, it's hard. You gotta like learn to even it out and give equal time to your family. You know what I mean? Because without that, you know what I mean, things can easily just fall apart. So yeah, to answer your question, man, it's a risk, man. It's a risk you got to take because a lot of dedication goes into both of those things. And as long as you got a woman that's able to stand by your side, I mean, you're good. You know what I mean? If she can stand by your side through thick and thin and be there for you and have patience and know that you're going somewhere, you can actually show her that you're serious about it. And you got a woman like that, it'll all work out, man. But both of y'all have to be on the same page. But yeah, managing my family and managing the music career is not easy. It's real hard. You got your ups and downs, definitely, and it could definitely ruin a relationship. But it takes two, especially when there's a child involved. But
yeah, who are you signed with at the moment in time?
Right now, I got a bunch of shit going on. Like, I got joint ventures. I got shit going on where I signed with Gold Toes recently with GT Digital Distribution. This Latin Sac Valley, my manager, shout out Don Changolini, you know what I mean? I got shit going on with this Latin. I got shit going on in Colorado Springs with Audio Cinema Studio with Steve out there. He's doing his thing. He's working with a lot of cats. He's working with like Kasky from YMCMB. He's working with he's worked with Rick Ross. He's done some shit with Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? Like, he's done a lot of things and he's hooked me up to a lot of avenues. You know what I mean? He's actually put me out there a lot. And then my most recent, biggest one right now is my introduction to Drunk Funk. I signed with Drunk Funk end of 2013, carrying on to 2014. And we're just going to see where we can take it. Take it to the top, man. It ain't going to stop. Just keep going.
For sure. I was going to ask you about your history, but you just kind of explained that, which is what's up. Labels, how did you get to meet them?
Well, with this Latin, I mean, let me start with Steve, though. With Steve, he actually released my first major solo album, which was Most Anticipated. He released that back in 2004 for me, and I met him. I don't know how we came across, but we crossed paths in Colorado Springs when I was living out there for a little bit. And we just linked up like out of nowhere. I got in contact with him recently, told him what I was doing. He told me what he was doing, so we kind of put things two and two together, and we figured out a little possible deal that we could work out, and it hit. You know what I mean? And then after that, I hooked up with This Latin. The way I hooked up with This Latin, I always wanted to be a part of the movement as far as like Mac Dre and shit. Like I always came up listening to Mac Dre, and I always liked what they were doing, and I felt like my style, my genre, everything that I'm about, kind of like blended in good with them. So the way it worked with them was I got at Insane Mental Illness, which is the leader of the chapter out in Stockton. He's a dude from Stockton, California. He runs the This Latin chapter out there. He actually told me about this other dude, Channellini, which was Channellini 4000, that was out of Sacramento, California, and he was the leader of the Sac Valley chapter, and basically told me that Channellini would have first dibs on anybody coming out of Sacramento that wanted to get signed. So I reached out to Channellini, shot him some of my music, and he liked it. He wanted to put me on, so you know what I mean. From there, I got my shit together. I put together my next album, Pure Facts, that's gonna be released soon, and you know what I mean. It's just history from there. I linked up, started talking to Gold Toes. He started making major moves. Shot me the contract through email. I signed that shit, and now it's just going down. After that, you know what I mean. I linked up with Drunk Funk, which is it's a label. The cats that run that label is just a bunch of homeboys, like real friends that I've known for a decade. Like I've known pretty much everybody that I fuck with is 10 years or better, man. I don't really like to bring people into my life that I've only known for a few years, no brand new people, because shit always ends up going sour with them type of cats, because you don't have the relationship and the strong bond that you have with the cats that you've known that long. Because obviously anybody that sticks in your life for 10 years and plus, they're there for a reason, and they're still there for a reason. So yeah, I was always working with them, and we were always doing shit on and off for the past 10 years, and finally, you know what I mean, they got their label together, they got their logo together, everything just came together for them, and I just decided to sign up with them, you know what I mean, and see where we could take this thing, man. So me fucking with, between Drunk Funk, This Latin, all these open joint ventures, you know what I mean, that I've been signing between all three of these people, like it's just been a blessing, you know what I mean, to really just work with that many people and just do what I do, man. I love it. I think God put everybody on my path for a reason, and I think it's a good opportunity, bro. Like straight up.
Sure. Well, mad respect, homie. Drunk Funk. Does it pay off to be in the rap industry?
Definitely, it does. It does pay off to be in the rap industry if you got that work ethic. You know what I mean? If you got the passion for what you do, it pays off. Like if you just gonna get up in there and think you're gonna half step it and shit's just gonna come to you, don't nothing in life come to you at all. Like there's not one thing that comes in life easy to anybody. You know what I mean? It don't matter what you do. Like, you know what I mean? You can just wash cars. Say you're washing cars and you love to wash cars. One day you're gonna own your own car wash, and you're gonna run that thing. Like that's exactly what I'm doing now. I love rap. I've always loved music. It ain't even just rap. I love music in general, all kinds of genres. You know what I mean? And that's just what I do. That's what I love to do. So, you know what I mean? Anybody that's passionate about their craft and can master their craft and they're serious about it, man, they'll take it to that next level.
For sure. Much love on that and respect. Where can people hear your music at?
Just put me up in you could either Google me, go to citybaby.com, Rap Bay, you could go to Apple iTunes, All in the Streets, Dimple Records, Independent Records in Colorado. Like, I'm everywhere, man. Everywhere I touch down, I try to touch down on all four corners, you know what I mean? Everywhere.
On certain projects, and what are some of your favorite artists that you've worked with before?
Man, I've worked with, shit, all kinds of cats, bro. Like I've worked with, I've worked with Matt Black, Surge the Mac. I've worked with Brother Lynch. I've worked with T Nutty. I've worked with French Montana. Shout out French Montana. I worked with French Montana. I actually got to speak to French Montana over the phone not too long ago. I think it was about 2 months ago, and it was real good. He gave me some real good encouraging words. You know what I mean? And I mean, through Steve, I've got to link up with quite a few cats through him. You know what I mean? He got, like I said, he got ties to like Rick Ross, cats like that. People really extremely hard to get a hold of, like Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? But cats that I've worked with would be that, like French Montana. You know what I mean? I got some shit that's gonna be put out on one of DJ Khaled's newest compilations he's working on. I got shit with Matt Black, like I said, Brother Lynch, T Nutty. And every single one of those people are like my favorite people to work with. You know what I mean? I've worked with Rob Fetty, like I said, one of my childhood friends. I've worked with Gemini. I've worked with hella cats, man. I'm about to be doing a song with I Am Sue pretty soon. About to be doing some shit with Too Short pretty soon. Yuck Mouth, you know what I mean? Like I've touched base with a lot of cats, man. Like really, like a lot of people. It's just too many to name. But yeah, every single person that I work with is my favorite people to work with. Like I wouldn't work with them if I didn't feel like they were dope, and I didn't feel like I could go anywhere, and I didn't feel a vibe or anything like that. I just wouldn't even do it. But those are just a few of the cats just to name off that I work with. But you know what I'm saying? I work with anybody. You know what I mean? Anybody that's out there that got a passion for this shit, I work with them.
Alright, my Steph. Well, you know, people that are serious about the music industry, what advice do you have for these upcoming artists that are trying to come up in the music industry?
Man, just do you. You know what I mean? Don't try to come up in here faking and trying to be somebody you're not. Like, find your own lane and stick to it. You know what I mean? If you're not a gangster and you're not about the life, don't talk about it. Be you. Find your own lane, find your own style, do what you do. You know what I mean? Keep it strictly positive, you know what I mean? Just whatever, man, follow your passion, bro. Like, follow your heart. Anything that you want to accomplish, if you'll work hard at it, you will accomplish it, man. Like, straight up, I'm a prime example of that. Because I've been doing this for years, and I've been independent and underground, and I thought I was never gonna make it, man. And then just recently, it just changed my life. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I would say. Just keep it drama free, keep it sucker free, man. You know what I mean? Leave all that beef shit at home. Fuck with everybody. Fuck with everybody. Anybody that's doing something, don't come up in here being a hater. Don't think you're better than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? We all the same. Don't think you're better than anybody else, because ain't nobody better than the next man, straight up. So just keep it positive, bro. People are going to want to fuck with you. People are going to want to do music with you.
And what's your opinion on going mainstream or independent?
I got mixed feelings on that. As far as going mainstream or independent, it's hard. It could go both ways, because mainstream, a lot of the major labels got the money to put behind the artist and sign them with a big lump sum of money, depending on the deal that you get, though. Independent, you can make about the same amount of money that they offer you, and it's all you. But there's more when it comes to promotion, when it comes to the drive, when it comes to the footwork, when it comes to just anything in general. It more so falls back on the artist, and it falls back on everything you got to do, paying for studio time, all that. Working with the labels, you know what I mean, a lot of that gets cut off because they take care of that. You know what I'm saying? But you can make the same amount of money. Don't get it twisted, man. The independent out there's a lot of people that came up independent, and just because you don't hear about them don't mean that they're not making money. That doesn't mean that they're not making moves and everything. You know what I mean? Like me, like a lot of people haven't heard of me. They haven't heard of me yet, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing, and I'm gonna continue to do my thing, and it ain't gonna stop. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna ever stop, bro. I'm gonna take this shit to the top until everybody in the world hears about me.
Mad love on that, brother. Are there any beefs you have with any other artists in the music industry, and why?
Nah. I mean, coming up, there was a few cats that tried to put out a couple of diss records, a couple of diss songs and shit like that, but I don't like to get involved in diss songs, man, because I take it to that next level. Like when you're talking about me, or you step over that line and start talking about my family and shit, like I really don't even try to get into the dissing and doing that back and forth shit, not even to sell records, man. I don't do that bubblegum type shit. I don't try to start beefs with nobody to sell records. I mean, if we're gonna beef off the record. It ain't gonna be no rap beef, you know what I mean? I don't believe in that rap beef and make it diss rap. I think that's just a waste of time, you know what I mean? And it's free promotion to the next motherfucker when I'm throwing their name out there, you know what I mean? So I don't even believe in that shit. I don't really got no beefs with nobody, man. If anybody got beefs with me, you know what I mean, address that shit. You know what I mean? If it's shit that I don't know about, if you got beef with me and I don't know about it, address it. You know what I mean? Hit me up. I'm not hard to find. RAWLO, you know what I mean? RAWLO This Latin Sac Valley on Facebook. Motherfucking RAWLO _This Nation on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get at me, man. Like, I'm not hard to find at all. You know what I mean? But I ain't got no beef with nobody in the rap game right now. I don't plan to have no beef unless somebody addresses it to me. So I try to keep it strictly positive, and I try to work with whoever I could work with and get far in this game. I ain't got time for all that hating.
That's what's up. You know, I love that answer. This is a funny question I got to ask you, but is there truth what they say about groupies and rappers?
It depends on what they say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's always going to be groupies, you know what I'm saying? For the rappers, that's inevitable. That's just a given. That's just shit that happens in the music industry. Like, it ain't even just for the rappers. The country singers got groupies. The rock and rollers got groupies. The R&B singers got mad groupies. Like, it just happens. It's just shit you got to deal with, man. It's a lot harder, too, when you got a partner, you got a wife, you got a girlfriend and shit, you know what I mean? And you got these groupies to deal with, but I mean, it just depends on what they say. I don't know. Everybody says a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? People say a lot of different shit. So, yeah, I mean, it's true. Some shit is true. Some shit ain't true. So, that's what it is.
Yeah, yourself doing, and where do you see yourself going, you know, in the next 5-10 years?
Shit, man. I see myself getting to the top, bruh. Between Drunk Funk, between Thiz Entertainment, between Audio Cinema Studios, man. I see myself on that red carpet real soon, because all this shit just basically came to me within this last year, 2013. I started signing deals and I started fucking with a lot of people that can get me and take me to a lot of places. So in 5 to 10 years, I just see myself at the top. I don't see myself where I'm at right now. I see myself on the next level always. That's how I'm always going to see it. Regardless, even if I didn't meet the people that I met and signed the deals that I signed, I would see myself doing something. That's just the positive mind frame I try to keep, because it always got me somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, well, this is the homie RAWLO. We just signed him to Drunk Funk Productions. Like, we've known him for years. I do have one more question for you off top. Just, where do you see Drunk Funk Productions itself going in the near future?
Oh, man, I see Drunk Funk going to the top with me, bruh.
That's what's up.
Straight up. You know,
and
you already know.
There any shout outs you want to give out to anybody? You know, fire all your shout outs right now.
Man, yeah.
We want to hear them.
Shout out to the whole Drunk Funk squad, man. Shout out to Ghost. Shout out to J1. Shout out to Slow Mo. Shout out to motherfucking Tyler. Shout out to my manager, Don Changalini 4000. Shout out to Gold Toes, man, for putting the motherfucker on, for real. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to motherfucking everybody, man. Everybody's anybody. Shout out to T Nutty for fucking with me. Brother Lynch for fucking with me. French Montana for fucking with me. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody and anybody that I miss, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all had anything to do with